The time has come where SSDs have finally caught up in price with hard drives. I got this 2TB NVMe SSD for $160. I'm gonna put my music on it. I did a video a while back saying that SSDs are just not worth putting your music on because the cost does not equal the advantage.
I don't know what I expected. I guess I expected that it would dramatically change the speed. It doesn't.
But now that it costs the same as a 4TB hard drive, I can sacrifice half the capacity in order to get the advantages out of the SSD. Now, I'm a music DJ. I don't need video DJ levels of capacity. I only have about 600 to 700 gigabytes of music. So this is plenty of space for me. And $160, that ain't bad. The advantages of having your music on an SSD over a hard drive are drop endurance, latency, and bandwidth. So if you're a video DJ, you're gonna want the bandwidth for 4K footage. If you're a quick mix DJ, the advantage for you is going to be latency, searching for your music, getting it up quick. And if you're a DJ that likes to throw your drive in your backpack, then you're gonna want drop endurance. Then I drive down a gravel road to some wedding venue out in the woods, and that vibration from the gravel road really kills hard drives. And I've had music corrupted on a way to the gig because of just vibrations. Hard drives don't handle vibrations well, whereas SSDs, that's fine. They're solid state. The biggest disadvantage with using an SSD over a hard drive is you're not going to be a real DJ anymore. There's nothing going to be spinning. You're not spinning music anymore. There's no record, there's no CD, and now there's no hard drive spinning. This is solid state. There's nothing moving. So, sorry, but you're not a real DJ anymore if you're not spinning the decks. So the first trick is finding an SSD for $160. This goes on sale for that price regularly. The disadvantage of this particular SSD is that it's Dramless, which means that it's not gonna have a lot of write endurance. What that means is you can only write to it so many times. But this is a storage drive for my music. I don't plan on reading and writing to it a lot. I'm gonna write 700 gigabytes of music to it and maybe 20 or 30 gigabytes of music every so often. So I don't need high write endurance for this specific application, but this is not an SSD that I would recommend for someone that is editing footage for a YouTube channel per se. This is strictly for long-term storage. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this SSD into my big computer right here for speed reasons, directly connect it to the PCIe lanes. It's gonna be much faster transferring the music onto the SSD. Who doesn't like faster? Secondly, the USB enclosure that I ordered for this hasn't come in yet, so I have no other way to connect it to my computer.
Bam! Just like that, we're switched from the hard drive to a solid state drive, and it wasn't that hard, nor was it expensive. Oh yeah, this shipping took longer than I expected. Let's plug this in. Now the Sabrent M.2 enclosure came with a Type-C to Type-C plug, but I had a couple of these Type-C to Type-A cables laying around. You may want to think about that if you have an older laptop. I have a 2011, only has Type A ports. I have USB 2.0 ports on my laptop, so I'm not going to see the benefits of the speed that this can offer on my laptop while I'm DJing. But there's some auxiliary benefits, such as it's USB Type-C, so it's more compatible with the future laptops that I will eventually buy. It's also faster when I plug it into my desktop, so I can analyze my music faster. I can transfer files faster. So I'll be able to see the benefits of it, but the main benefit that I'm going for is protecting my library, keeping my files from getting corrupted. It's another backup. I got 3 or 4 backups of my music library now because I'm very paranoid about losing my music. This isn't going to change the conclusion of the previous video where I sent back the Samsung T5 drive because $300 was just far too much, but at $160, that's far more reasonable. And this is a faster drive. This enclosure is a little bit faster. It's more modular, which I personally like because I can upgrade this later. I'm really excited that SSDs are getting affordable enough to justify putting your music library on a storage SSD. So go out and get you an SSD, and if you'd like to know how I put my music library and my crates onto this SSD without any hassle, without having to recreate my crates, I have a video for that, and I'll see you next time.